Hey friends, it's me, Amy Rebecca. My new ring light makes me look like a corpse, but I promise you I am still very much alive. Girl, there is not enough bronzer in the world. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas if you celebrate and a kick-ass weekend if you don't. And I hope that we're all feeling relaxed, refreshed, and ready to step into 2024. I don't know if I'm ready for that personally, but it's coming either way. Today, at last, probably my most highly anticipated video of the entire year. I am sharing my 2024 makeup inventory with you guys. Yay! For those of you who are new and are joining us for the first time, welcome to the chaos. Let me set the scene for you. For the majority of my adult life, I was an overconsumer of pretty much everything. Clothes, makeup, stationery, DVDs, CDs, magazines, you name it, I was gonna buy it, okay? And then in 2019, I had this real come to Jesus moment where I realized that the stuff wasn't making me happy and that actually it was causing me a lot of stress because I had no space. I just had big piles of stuff. In 2020, I did my first ever no buy year, and ever since then, I've been doing this big makeup use-up challenge where I'm slowly but surely making my way through this enormous hoard of cosmetics products that I had, and we're still working on it. Anyway, today we're going to be checking in. I'm going to be breaking it all down for you guys. I got a new spreadsheet. I made it myself. It's got pie charts. What more can I say? If you're a spreadsheet nerd and this is just like ticking all the boxes for you, go ahead and subscribe because we surprisingly do a lot of spreadsheets on this channel. It's become a real thing. Let's get into it. The first thing that I want to say before we start delving into the numbers is that I can see a marked improvement when I'm doing the makeup inventory because I have to pull everything out. I actually have to like put all this stuff together and like go through it all, and the amount of stuff that I have this year compared to the amount of stuff I remember having at the beginning of 2020, like, it's so much less. And that feels good. So like I said, I have a new inventory spreadsheet for 2024 and I'm gonna pull it up on the screen so you can see it. Look at those pie charts. Oh my gosh, this is what I live for. So I have a section in here where I have my 2024 inventory with my goals of how much I'm actually aiming to own compared to how much I own. And then I have another little tab over here where I have a running inventory that I started back in 2020 so we can see the progress. And again, we got the graphs. I take this very seriously. And then I have a little section over here for Project Pan, which I will be filling out as we go throughout the year. I feel so organized. I feel so good. Okay, so let's start with makeup products and we can compare what I have now versus how much I had last year. So BB cream, I'm still at 0. I would like to invest in a good BB cream in 2024 because sometimes, here we go, the tangent that nobody asked for. It's rearing its ugly head really early on in this video, right? But sometimes, especially in the summer, I don't want to put on a full face of foundation. I just want a little bit of coverage, you know, but not a whole heavy thing. So if you have any recommendations for BB creams, my only stipulation is they do need to be cruelty free, but if you have a recommendation, let me know. Okay, primers, I have 2, which is the same as last year, no change there. Foundations, I am up to 5. And I know that we're heading in the wrong direction with that because last year I only had 3, but that is because I got sent some to review from a brand. Concealers, I still have 2. 2 is my happy place for concealers because I want an under eye one and then a rest of my face one, so I'm feeling good about that. Setting spray, I'm down to 1. I would be happy to have 2. I would be happy to have a mattifying one and a hydrating one depending on what my skin is doing, but I just haven't gone to Boots to get another one, so I have 1. Setting powder, I have 2, and that's only because I got one for free. It was a free gift, so I have a backup. Bronzer, I am finally down to 1. Look, at the start of this, I had 10 bronzers. Who did I think I was? And now I'm finally down to 1. I don't need more than 1 bronzer. Actually, I think I might. I might need more than 1 bronzer because in the summer I like a cream bronzer, not a powder bronzer. So 2 is a good number of bronzers for me. Blush, I'm down to 2. 2024 is gonna be the year that I get down to 1 blush, although again I want to have a cream blush. Right now all I have is powders. I would be quite happy to have for each of bronzer, blush and highlight a cream version and a powder version. That I would feel really good about that. I know that's 2 of each, maybe I should be aiming for 1 of each, but I feel like that is a good, that feels good to me. Highlights, I have 3. All of them are powder highlights. I'm still chipping away at those, but they take forever to use up, as I'm sure you know. Face palettes, I have none. Eye primers, I now have none. Eyeshadow singles, I have 15. Apparently I have 2 more than I did last year. I must have depotted some from an eyeshadow palette because I haven't bought any new ones. Eyeshadow palettes, I did have 6 and now I'm down to 5. Eyeliners, I still have 2. That's exactly where I want to be. I want to have a liquid and a kohl. Or a pencil. I can't remember what I have. What I have works for me. Whatever the heck it is, I'm happy with it. Mascara, I'm down to 1 and that's exactly where I want to be. Brow pencils, I just have the 1. Lip balms, I have 2 and that's perfect. 1 in my drawer, 1 in my bag. All bases are covered. Lip primer, I have 1. Lip gloss, I have 8, which is still more than I realistically want in my life, but it's better than 12, which is what I had last year, and it's far better than 17, which is what I started with in 2020. 17 lip glosses. Why? I have 10 lipsticks, and you know what? I think that's a lie. I think I have 11, because somewhere around here is a Rimmel lipstick and it's one of my favorites. I cannot find it anywhere and I'm thinking, did I use it up or did I just lose it somewhere? Is it going to show up within the next few weeks, you know? So we'll put that down as a tentative 10. It's maybe 11, but either way I'm still down compared to what I had last year. Nail varnish, I have 4. Nail polish removers, I now have 0. Which is proving to be a little bit problematic. I should probably go out and get one. Anyway, nail sprays, I still have 2. Perfumes, I have 6, which is a slight improvement on last year. The vast majority of those are the little ones, not like a full-size 100ml. So I should be able to get through the majority of those this year. Brush cleaner, I have none because now I use soap. And other, I have none. Oh, and lip liners, I have 2. So that brings my grand total for makeup products to 77. Is it too much? Yes, it is too much. It is too much. But it is better than last year where I had 92. And it is far better. Look, 2020, I had 175 makeup products. I have no words. So I have 15 fewer makeup products than I did last year, and I have 98 fewer makeup products than I did when I started the big makeup use up. Now let's move over to skincare, and as you can see from my graphs that I painstakingly made, this is the one category where I actually have gone back up and my numbers have not gone down. Everything else is going down, is heading in the right direction. Skincare, not so much. So face cream, I have 3 this year. I have a day cream, a night cream and a backup. Eye cream, I have 3 again, day, night and backup. Serum, I'm up to 6. Only 2 of those are like surplus, like in my backup box, and I got both of those for Christmas. And you know what? I'm just gonna say it. I don't really mind that my skincare inventory has gone up. I know that kind of defeats the object of the big makeup use up and trying to like use up all my cosmetics, but when I started this, I was a younger woman, okay? I wasn't really even doing anything to my face. Now I'm in my 30s and I need help. Exfoliator, I'm down to 1 and that's great. Cleanser, I have 3. I double cleanse now, so that's 2, and I have a backup. Toner, I'm down to 0, so that's fine. Makeup remover, I have 1. Facial sunscreen, I have 2 compared to 6. My gosh, I use up a lot of facial sunscreen in a year, and that's because I use it every single day. I'm not going outside today. It is like the apocalypse. I'm still wearing a factor 50 on my face. Face wipes, 0. I haven't had face wipes in a long time. Pore strips, 0. Other, I have 5, so that has gone up a little bit. That'll be things like under eye patches and whatnot. And face masks, I have 7. So I'm kind of back where I started with that. But most of them are single use that I got as Christmas gifts. So I should be able to get through those. Even if I just use 1 a month, I should be able to get through all of those this year. So that brings my grand total for skincare products in 2024 to 28. Let's move on to general toiletries. And one thing that I will say before we head into this is because this is a new spreadsheet for 2024, some things kind of got lost in translation. Like for instance, I didn't have in my old spreadsheet a row for body spray. I must have just counted that as other in previous years, and now I've got it in its own row, so there might be a few discrepancies here and there, but we're just gonna roll with it, okay? First off, do I have 0 body lotions? I've used them all. I started this with 16 body lotions and now I have none. That's wild. Then body oils, I have 1 compared to the 3 I had last year. I have 2 hand creams left as opposed to the 6 that I had at the beginning of last year. Slowly making my way through. I have 0 foot creams and 0 desire to go out and buy any more. I have 1 tanning lotion, which is exactly how many I need. I have 4 bath bombs, all of which I had for Christmas this year. Bubble bath, I have 0. Bath salts, I have 1. Soap, I have 3 as opposed to the 7 I had last year. Body wash, I have 7. So that has gone up from last year. I went through so many body washes and shower gels in my project pan this year. I went through so many. What are they doing? Are they multiplying behind my back? Anyway, I have 1 hand wash, hand gel, hand sanitizer thing. I have 3 deodorants. I have 1 toothpaste, which is totally reasonable compared to the 6 I used to have. I have 2 tooth whitening things, 1 floss, 1 hair removal cream, 3 other, and 3 body sprays. So that brings my grand total of toiletries down to 34 as opposed to 52 last year and 68 when I first started my big makeup use up. So if we look at the long-term change, I've used up over half of what I started with, which I think is pretty good going. Okay, let's move on to hair care. This is a much shorter category here. So I have 1 shampoo, 1 conditioner, 1 hair mask, 1 hair treatment, 1 hairspray, 7 styling products, but I'm not mad about that. 0 growth treatments and 0 other, so I'm down to 12 hair care products. I don't feel like I need to reduce that down anymore. I'm not willing to compromise on my hair care. So I'm down 7 products compared to last year and 16 compared to when I started in 2020. And finally, our last little mini category is just candles and essential oils. How have I only used 3 candles in this year? That makes no sense, and I'll tell you why that makes no sense. That makes no sense because I just used 5 in my project pan. I used 5 Yankee votives. So how am I only down 3 candles? Help me understand. I haven't bought any candles this year. I didn't even get any for Christmas or my birthday, which I usually do. Oh wait, no, I do know. My mom was decluttering a bunch of stuff and she gave a bunch of candles to me. And like a fool, I was like, I don't have enough candles, I'll take those off your hands. So anyway, it's moving in the right direction, right? I still have 3 less than I did last year and 27 less than I did in 2020. And then I still have 6 essential oils, and that's fine. So in miscellaneous, I have 19 products left. So not a huge change compared to 2023. I have 3 fewer, and then as a whole, I have 34 fewer miscellaneous items than I did in 2020, which is a lot. We're gonna do the grand total. Are you ready? I'm not. I haven't actually totaled this up, so give me a second and I'm gonna do it. Okay, so my grand total of all cosmetics products for 2024, this is not including candles and essential oils, but everything else, makeup, hair care, the whole shebang. I have 151 cosmetics products at the beginning of this year. And if you are quite rightly hearing that and thinking, Amy, that is a lot. I agree, but get this. At the beginning of last year, I had 188 products. So I'm down 37 products compared to last year. And I know that's not a huge amount, but I feel like it almost kind of gets harder the longer you do this. Because in a lot of areas, I'm now down to my goal. Like I'm down to my goal in pretty much all of my skincare, all of my hair care, and a lot of my makeup products. I'm down to just 1 now. It's a 1 in, 1 out kind of policy. So there's not a lot of change in a lot of areas, if you see what I mean. However, at the beginning of 2020, I had 301 products. Don't judge me. So that means I've used up 150 products total since the start of my big makeup use up, which is almost, very nearly almost half of all of the products that I had. I've slashed my cosmetics hoard by almost, very nearly almost 50%, and it only took 4 years. Overall, I'm feeling pretty good about that. I'm feeling quite pleased. I'm slowly making my way towards a more minimal makeup collection, which is of course the ultimate goal. Anyway, please remember that you are enough just as you are. I love you so much. Happy New Year, have an amazing time, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.